But yeah, they added they gave for Outriders, they gave us a free emote, which is the frustration emote. You get a
Fitting.
player package with like the allegedly a legendary you don't have, but apparently people have been getting ones they have, or like is in their stash or something like that, and some titanium. And people are still complaining. I don't understand. Like
Vibranium?
they didn't have to.
Well, to be fair, I will still complain about the game because it still sucks.
I think they've done a lot of. I haven't played it. I actually deleted it off my Xbox because I'm gonna wait because they also
What?
man, you can tell I took caffeine because my mind is just all over the place.
Cyberpunk?
No. Oh my god, fucking Cyberpunk. I'll say something about that too. Fucking CD Projekt Red. I think I said it last week. But anyway, Outriders. Focus, Jeremy. They dropped a bunch of patches and they with the player appreciation package like announcement, they also said their upcoming announcements will be talking about content coming out, like what they're working on next for stuff. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. But I still deleted it off. I probably won't play it till the new stuff comes out.
I have the Reddit. I'm subscribed to the Reddit, and I read, the top posts. I don't go through the whole thing.
Whoa, Ray turned into a dog.
He also sleeps above his covers, 4 feet above his covers.
True on both counts.
Why can I hear him still? What the fuck?
Because he's right there. He chews.
Oh shit! I didn't even see it.
Chewy sitting
until your hand came up. Oh my god!
But yeah, like I read through the Reddit, and until I see the average post. No. Until I see the average post of the subreddit being less angry than it currently is, I'm not even going to attempt to.
I hate Reddits, man, or subreddits. I hate sometimes I hate fans.
I'm not. I take everything with a grain of salt, but the overall average,
like the sentiment is
is all negative.
I don't go to Reddit for anything unless it comes up in a Google search.
I go to Reddit all the time. I feel like just to stay like a little bit informed, but when I go to the comment section, like even in COD, like no one's happy. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ.
No.
And like Outriders, like people are getting legitimately like mad, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm not mad. I didn't pay for the game. It came.
Yeah, like so how many of these people got on Game Pass? How can you be that mad?
But, is it disappointing? Yeah, I thought I thought it would be a lot better than it ended up being. I know. Like right from the beginning, though, I've had issues with it. We've talked about it ad nauseum on the podcast.
Yeah.
So but it's not an anger thing. It's just a kind of disappointing thing. Like, and it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't after the run of like Anthem and Fallout 76 and Cyberpunk and now this.
Yeah,
it seems like a lot of these AAA games that are coming out are just a mess, and they just aren't hitting on all cylinders when they release. And that's been years. I mean, Avengers kind of had the same problem. I mean, it was probably towards the upper echelon of problem games, but it was still a problem game. So I'm just getting kind of sick of the disappointment, the repeated like hype. Pay my hard-earned dollars across the table, which didn't happen with Outriders, fair enough. And then at the end of the day, we're having the same conversations about the unfinished, game, the lack of connectivity with multiplayer, the lack of content. Like these are all the things. Like it seems like we're having the same conversations. So there's just one more to put on the pile.
Yeah. Why do you make me delete all your random noises? So this is what I do. I clean audio, and then I set a threshold that automatically cuts any, like it'll trim all the audio like stems down to like when actually noise happens. And then for Bryan's track, I had to mute everything else except Bryan's, and then I had to skim through every little fucking like stem to see what it is, because it could be anything. It could be Bryan going like or like or just like or something. I had to skim through it because it could be literally anything.
Well,
no,
and I do that.
It's when he ate an entire sub with the mic unmuted during the podcast. And you just hear the crinkling of the wrapper of the sub, and crinkle.
The nose thing, I can't control that. It just, I don't.
No, that's actually been fine ever since. I feel like you've gotten better just because it's not the winter months and it's not stuffy and like cold. Personally,
no, I don't feel better.
Well, as long as the audio is good, I don't care about your health, Brian. So,
yeah,
fuck you,
Brian.
I'm just kidding. All right, I'll do the intro. What's up, everybody?
We haven't been recording this whole time?
No, we've been recording, but it's all been the pre-stuff. So I'll just drop the intro somewhere like 10 minutes in, whatever. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Invite to Party podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy.
That was Chewy.
I'm your host, Jeremy, and joined by my three gorgeous swimsuit model faces. Brian, Dave, and Ray.
I'm Brian. I'm the one with the beard.
I'm Dave. I'm the one with the swimsuit ready body.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm Ray. I only go skinny dipping. So
yeah,
I would too. Honestly, though, when you said like you shave everything, I can imagine you're just like a fucking torpedo through the water, like a dolphin.
Dude,
he's just like, completely naked. Like the water splits around you. Your skin is like hydrophobic.
Basically, it's like dropping a cue ball into a bathtub.
Bloop.
Just to continue a little bit what we were talking about before with like the thing, I think we're finally going to be starting to see like games that reach like a level of polish, because all the stuff that we had seen so far was like a little bit in the COVID, so they were trying to adjust their process and pipeline at the very end of development, so it kind of like messed everything up. But now with like games being delayed several months, there's like basically nothing coming out in like, there's a little bit coming out in July, August, September, but not nearly as much as there has been in past years.
Rockstar needs to work on Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, they need to do GTA 6 and give us a goddamn GTA.
Yeah, they do need to do. I'm not a GTA fan, and they definitely need to do another GTA soon. Like, how many times are they going to remix 5?
No.
And they need GTA Online too, so I can get in on the ground floor and not fuck it up this time. Because if I'd known we could play GTA Online for 10 years with like content constantly, I would have played it from the beginning.
Yeah, but if they're online, Rockstar's online sucks. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I loved GTA 5 Online when I played it. But I just didn't think it would be that long.
Shark cards.
It got boring real quick.
It's not.
Yeah, but that's like if you get in on the ground floor, you get cash flow, and then you hit all like the meta cash flow opportunities when they first come out and before they get nerfed. So then you have all the money to buy the yachts and the subs and the nuclear bunkers.
I'm going to be the voice of reason here. Hold on, let me be the voice of reason here for Jeremy. Jeremy, why did you only say after 10 years that? If you'd known then what you know now, why couldn't you just play at any point in the 10 years?
Because I was like, oh, well, like that looks interesting, but I don't have enough money and I didn't start. And like, I was like, oh, they're just going to be dropping something else soon. But they didn't. For 10 years, they didn't drop something else soon.
Yeah, well, we just jumped back into Red Dead Online, and it's so wonky. Like, I'm not a fan of Rockstar makes excellent single player experiences. Fantastic. Top of the line, AAA all the way. Their online is garbage. It's mega crap.
For Red Dead, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like a sandbox for toxic trolls to run around and be dicks in. That's pretty much all it is. And, the content really isn't there, especially for Red Dead. I mean, but it hasn't had 10 years of building. But, it's like playing a mobile game. Like here you could do this, but it's a $25 charge for that, or you want to do that. Oh, unlock this new, revenue stream in Red Dead. That'll be, another $25. And then
Dave, I have a solution. I think what you need to do is accidentally, while you're drunk, spend $100 on gold bars in Red Dead Redemption Online, and then you can do
like
whatever you
somebody
want.
else. Yeah,
You can do whatever you want with $100 worth of Red
I
Dead
currently
coins.
have almost like I'm almost able to buy the last one, the collector or whatever. I have like $24 and some odd cents. I
Did
need
you really do that,
$25
Jeremy?
or 25
I did.
gold. Yeah, he did. He meant to buy one thing, but he bought the other thing, and then he bought it twice.
By
Like he
accident.
meant to buy like a 5 gold bar, like $5 thing, but it was the $50 one because he was drunk, and then he didn't think it went through, and he hit it a second time, and he spent $100. I was there that night.
Oh,
Was that New
man.
Year's Eve? That was around Christmas time, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like Christmas, New Year's. You were a little tipsy, and we were playing poker.
Last year?
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then, the one lady came in and she was like OP, and I was just riding on people's horses. They're just driving me around, just shooting
This
stuff.
last New Year's,
Man,
or
what a time.
previously?
I think this was
2020 to 2021.
Oh. What was
Yeah,
that?
maybe
But-
it was.
You, I think you fell asleep because we had been playing Uno earlier with Matt,
That was Christmas.
and I think you got off. Was that Christmas? I thought that was
Mhm.
New Year's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It all
you know,
runs
like
together.
a fireplace
There
round table
are fun
discussion.
experiences to be had in them. I'm not saying that there isn't. I mean, that night was fun, but like I can't see myself having like that be my go-to game. Like,
No.
I got to get together with the guys and play, GTA.
One or
even if
2
it's,
days a week,
the
yeah.
next one.
I can set aside
But-
1 or 2 days a week for that.
But that's the thing. Like, you can't keep up with the Kardashians in it unless you're playing it constantly. And like that's why I'm running around as a level 22 in Red Dead Redemption online, and then there's people running around like 400th level
Yeah,
because they play every day. And
I'm
like,
on
that's
level
all they
7.
do. Right.
I don't know
so,
what level I am. Like 15 or 12 or something.
I think when you have unskilled PvP in any game, you run the risk of alienating a whole slew of people that have never that didn't find out about your game initially. It's only there for people that are with it at 100%. And that's really the problem with unskilled PvP in any game.
Yeah, I mean, in Red Dead, there is definitely a vast difference between a level 7 like Bryan and a level like even 100 that has all the different guns unlocked that can one shot
Faster
you and stuff.
horses.
Yeah.
Faster horses is a big deal. More stamina. You can't keep up with the group. I mean, I run into that when I'm playing with Stan and Brandon.
Brandon's like 100 miles away, and he's like, "Where you guys at?" And you're like, "Your horse is Pegasus, all right? And I have fucking donkey piece of shit over here that gets tired every 3 seconds and has to eat grass, all right?" So that's why I ride on his horse. He's very nice. He lets me ride in the back.
Brian keeps trying to ride on my horse, which is already my horse is already a horrible horse. But he keeps jumping on the back of mine and then asking how to put his hat on.
The only other thing I think is like keeping Red Dead back in other games. I think like Sea of Thieves is getting held back is like because they're like a specific time period and things like that. Like in GTA Online, they could put like a submarine. They could put do like a giant plane thing. They can have planes, scooters, rocket jetpacks, things like that.
Yeah.
Like they can have a ton of different things that are pretty cool and exciting. But like Red Dead, you could have a jetpack. I think that they should do that.
For the single player
like
aspect of the
stupid
game,
stuff.
I would rather have another Red Dead before another GTA. I'm just kind of
Correct.
I'm over the GTA.
I don't know. GTA 5 was amazing. The single
with
player
Dave.
was fucking.
I'm on Dave's side of the team here.
Yeah.
I just
I agree.
I like that setting. You know what I mean? Like like driving through the like cities and stuff. Like I can do that in real life. What I can't do is ride a horse across the open plains.
Exactly.
Like the
It's about
visuals
the
that you get in Red
escapism
Dead
for
are
me.
beautiful. It's not like a crappy rundown city or the outskirts of it. Like it's a different experience, and to each their own. It depends on like what genre you like. But like I was saying before, I would rather see a Bully 2 before I'd see another Red Dead, because with
In
the
a
ending of
heartbeat.
Red Dead Redemption,
I never
like
played Bully,
I
so
think that story's told. The characters that I care about are no longer going to be around, because they run into then Red Dead, the last one.
Mhm.
So like I would love to see more stories with Arthur, but then do you go do another prequel to a prequel, or
They just
like how
keep
does
going
that work?
backwards more.
Yeah, because
That'd
you
be
can't
funny.
really go forward with Red Dead. Like
Mhm.
it ends at like the ending of Cowboys, and
Yeah.
the
Outlaw.
old
It's
West.
a great
Yeah.
Yeah,
story, like the dying of the
and it
West
goes
and the.
into like it goes into the industrial age and stuff like that. So they'd have to go back further.
You know what
And
Rockstar should consider? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, do you really want to see that story? We know what that story is, and without like, there can't be a redemption arc before the redemption arc. So, are you really going to enjoy those characters without that redemption arc when they're just stone cold outlaws? Like, is
Right.
that going to be fun? Or now you have to go with a different group, and are you going to like them as much as Arthur or John Marston or a Dutch? Like, are you going to like those guys? I don't know. But with Bully, there's endless stories that you can tell with that. They haven't touched it in years. The original one was fantastic, although beaten up by the House and the Senate a little bit when it came out. Wrongly so, though, because like it wasn't about being a bully; it was about countering the bullies in the school. Really, like out bullying the bullies.
Correct. Yeah.
But that was, if you think back to the time, I mean, Columbine and everything, like it was a little
Oh yeah,
bit of a
it was
different
wild.
time. Those things are still an issue, but I think that like a tastefully done bully game that speaks to those very issues, I think would be really good and cathartic for people rather than, something that could be a teaching tool, but also be fun and engaging with the mini games and everything like the original one was.
Mhm.
Just a thought, I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. I'm just saying I really enjoyed Bully when it came out. I'd like to see that franchise, again. Uh, as far as most looked forward to Rockstar.
I'm gonna segue. Speaking of things that are coming out, oh, that could be many things. I don't know why I said it like that. I was talking about game releases, but now it sounds like I'm gonna be like, gay.
Are you?
No, speaking of things that are
He
coming
is.
out, no, I'm not. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, me specifically, am not attracted that way to men. I think some men are very hot,
Oh,
like this dude at the gym.
I have a whole
Holy
ton
shit,
of
man.
messages. Have a whole
He's
ton of
gorgeous.
messages on our Discord from you stating otherwise. So
if you want to see these messages on Discord,
I have
link is in the
messages
description.
to me on my Discord asking for Jeremy's number. So there's that.
Yeah,
there you go. Look at that.
Dave has my number. I don't know why he's asking you again. Sorry.
Look,
Speaking.
you gave me your number doesn't mean that I have your number.
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Mac
Rockin'.
Daddy Pimp over here. Speaking of games that are coming out or games we'd like to see come out, E3 has started, and we talked about it a little bit last week about things we'd like to see or things we were hoping to see. But now we finally got a taste of what we actually got to see with Thursday. There was Summer Games Fest live with Jeff Niley of former E3 fame. He split off and did his own thing. And then we also had...
You mean G4 fame?
Oh yeah, well he was like, he hosted like E3.
He's still
So
hosting
he was the
E3.
big-
That was the E3
No, he
kickoff
left.
show.
No, he left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Summer, it was his own thing. He started last year mostly because of COVID, but then it
Okay.
continued this year. E3 was just like press conferences. So really it's not like E3. E3's kind of like
A bunch of game
like
announcements. Though, and
organizer of
really good stuff.
Oh
too.
yeah. Yeah, and I think who else was Friday? There's like a dev thing. There's a Day of the Devs, which is cool. It's like mostly indie titles. I think Epic talked a little bit.
The IGN
But yeah.
Expo and Netflix was.
Oh yeah, Netflix had a lot of big things.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one, so you guys might know more about that.
I didn't watch
The
any
only
of it.
one thing I watched about the Netflix thing was the trailer for Masters of the Universe Revelation.
Which was amazing, and I'm so watching the hell out of that. I am so excited for that show. Sorry, I got very.
No, you're good. So you watched the Netflix one?
No. Just the
that
He-Man
specific
trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they had a thing like CD Projekt Red, I guess, is like not too busy working on Cyberpunk, even though they should be, is doing a thing with WitcherCon. It's in July.
Yep.
Where's that?
I
Anaheim?
think it's digital.
Oh, really? Digital?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like-
It's still 2021. Still, it's a little sketchy.
Hey,
But
things are opening up, man. Like
yeah,
Awesome Con is still planned.
PA's
for
doing great.
August, so.
Just want to say, PA is doing great, and
You know what
vaccinations
else
are
is,
actually increasing in rural areas. So
You know what else is opening up?
your legs.
No, Jeremy's closet.
That's because he doesn't have a door on it.
I don't know.
I rearranged it. I took out some of the winter stuff.
I see
as
that.
you
It
can
looks
see.
a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of stripes
But yeah,
going on there. A lot of horizontal stripes. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, there's.
these are
quite a
just
few.
one. It's my polo from Emilia Andorra.
No, I see two.
One,
There's one that's
two,
like pink and
three.
white.
There's 3 with horizontal stripes.
Yeah.
No, that's there's a tie dye, and then the one says "Just Do It" on the arm. Is the orange one.
Okay.
That's a tie dye.
It's giving us the illusion
That's a lace
of
shirt.
a lot of horizontal stripes. So
But yeah, I just want to look wider. What's up?
yeah,
Wide boy.
me too. I definitely need that. I definitely need to look wider than this.
So I know what I was excited about, but Red, was there anything that you were excited about that we saw so far?
I have a list of games here of things that I will be playing and or purchasing in the upcoming year. But I am going to monitor them for news as we get closer to their release dates. The first one is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Oh,
Okay, they
no idea what that
announced a full
Borderlands?
Bunkers and Badass game, not Borderlands specifically. It's not a Borderlands game. It is a full Bunkers and Badass game. It's guns with
Is
magic.
it in the universe of Borderlands?
It's in the
Right, but
aesthetic
it takes place
of
between 2 and
Borderlands.
3.
They specifically
it's a
said
Borderlands.
esque game.
It's not a
Yes.
Borderlands game. It's a Borderlands. It's in the IP.
Yes, it's in the intellectual
Tiny Tina's a
property.
character from
It's
Borderlands.
not connected to any of the main storyline at all. It's just a Bunkers and Badass game. A full version of the Assault on Dragon's
fantasy.
Keep, pretty much. With all new characters.
DLC
The
for
cast
Borderlands
looks
2.
amazing, like Will Arnett and all sorts of other people in it, like making the voices for him. Just fantastic. I'm just really looking forward to it. And
It's kind of crazy how Gearbox got like Borderlands to blow up like that. Like the voices for that game, and then like the acting quality, like the talent in the movie. It's like there's like,
well, people love the IP.
what's the DLC? I just didn't realize it was like as popular as it was.
Yeah, like tons
I
of
would
people
watch
play.
a Handsome Jack movie, like a Handsome Jack centric.
Dude, I don't care. Butt Stallion's coming back. I'm fine with it. So,
Butt Stallion.
yeah,
He's a horseman
in the
out
trailer.
diamonds.
Butt Stallion is in the
That
trailer.
sounds so stupid. He shits rainbows or guns, and
Yeah,
he's
something like
made out
that.
of diamonds.
What?
Yeah, I'm not lying. It's
This
lore.
is the
That's
greatest. Look,
The-
Borderlands is one of the greatest IPs in our modern age. I'm just gonna say it. Okay.
All right, I'm
It's
out.
great. It's awesome.
So
3 got a little bit stale, like I think, but
because it was the same format.
I think 3 suffered from a less charismatic villain with the twins.
The villains kind of sucked. Yeah.
And the storyline was very, very predictable.
I wish the twist that they kind of hinted at actually happened, but the betrayal, like the brother betraying his sister because like he keeps getting stepped on, like they kind of hinted that would happen and it just didn't happen. I was like, oh man, that would have been cool.
So a couple other things. Very soon, later this month, in 10 days, I will be playing D&D Dark Alliance with you guys.
It's
which
loaded.
already downloaded on my Series X, by the way.
That's what I deleted Outriders for, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this that I have to download?
D&D
It's on
Dark
Game Pass.
Alliance.
It's
going to be on Game Pass.
That's a top-down RPG, like old school Baldur's
Diablo?
Gate and stuff.
Yeah, it's Baldur's Gate. That's what Dark Alliance is. It's Baldur's Gate 3, 4, whatever it
it's
is.
like
This
like
is the
rezzed
OG story. This is Baldur's Gate came from the Forgotten Realms world of D&D, and this is the original Icewind Dale story. So it has
I
the
played a
Dark
little bit
Elf
of Baldur's Gate
Dreads
2.
and the Barbarian. Like it's got
So
it's
everybody's gonna
gonna
be
be
fighting over who gets to play Drizzt.
not me. No, I'm
I'm
good.
not gonna be fighting because I don't know anything.
Yeah, don't worry. Yes, he'll end up playing Dritz. That's fine.
We'll figure it out.
I'm
We'll figure it out.
I'm a Dragonlance guy, so Forgotten Realms really was like, it wasn't even a second. It was in third place behind Greyhawk.
It was never
So,
for me. I really like Greyhawk and I like
yeah,
Dragonlance over
yeah,
Forgotten Realms. Forgotten
same.
Realms was way too open for me. I like
Yeah,
the
and it
political
was too
structures
much about Drizzt.
pretty much.
Everybody loves Drizzt.
I'm sorry this is going over your head,
I
Jeremy.
don't know who he
These are
is.
all different campaign settings for Dungeons and Dragons. Like
I
these
know
are
like the
campaign
worlds and
worlds.
stuff. I just
Yeah,
never got
these.
like.
Well,
I never got into them.
I'm gonna
deeply.
challenge you to this, and this is not anything that you have to actually do other than a search. Okay. You should look up how many Forgotten Realms novels there were in the 80s and 90s, or Dragonlance novels, and then you'll suddenly understand. Holy shit! There's a lot
I
of
think
stuff
I
out
read
there.
a Dragonlance. I think my mom is
Yeah.
into Dragonlance actually. She had some of the
Yeah.
novels.
So
Shut
she's
the
a smart.
fuck up.
She's a smart lady. She's a smart lady. If that's the case. I spoke to the authors, the author of the main Dragonlance saga, Margaret Weiss, at one point. We had an interview with her, and a fantastic lady, very smart. And I got to tell you, I've been a fan ever since. So
Yeah,
got that opportunity.
I might have had some hot little tears rolling down my cheeks when I first met Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my childhood, man. Like I read those books. I still read those books.
It wasn't so much about the D&D setting. If you could get people to like buy the campaign books and play in that world, fantastic.
Which
but the books was where all the content came from, and then the video games eventually, whenever they showed up, were highly inaccurate anyway to what you were reading.
Oh,
So
it
was like, it was like
the
you had the books, and then hopefully your D&D group wanted to play that campaign setting with you. So this is the reason why I'm starting the Ravenloft group, is because I love the Ravenloft campaign setting. I'm gonna say that would probably be my number one. Honestly, I would say
if I had read more of it, it might have been higher. I did play in the campaign setting. That was our every year at Goose Pond Scout Reservation. We played in the Ravenloft campaign, and we had a campaign that we only played during summer camp. And it was
cool!
Just every year we did that was our campaign.
That's
Same
very
characters year after year. But our main campaign setting was Dragonlance, and the only Ravenloft book I ever read was the one where Lord Soth from Dragonlance transfers over into the Ravenloft world.
Yeah, the mist came to take him, and he became a Dark Lord there. I remember that. There's a whole lot of history, Jeremy, involved with these characters that you wouldn't think of otherwise. But D&D Dark Alliance is going to take 4 of the most famous heroes from the Forgotten Realms setting in their most famous story, which is Icewind Dale, the Icewind Dale storyline. So I'm looking forward to going through that with you guys. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Why can't they
personally,
make a game like that with Dragonlance, dude? Like,
I'm looking.
Race.
I know, bro. That's because
I'm looking forward to this just because like our last.
That's true.
Our last like few attempts at trying to find a game, kind of like Division 2 like level, like playing together, kind of like dropped the ball a little bit. Outriders and Diablo, I think is like personally that like tiny little tangent. Diablo 3 feels like a game that you play by yourself with other people in the same room. I think I said that before. So it's kind of like you're soloing it, but like your buddy's like across the room also soloing it like with you. So I just like a little bit more like synergy and party dynamics, I think, from Dark Alliance.
Up with my Barbarian.
Well, even when we were like similar levels, like there was no synergy. Like there wasn't a thing where like we were like combining powers. It was like 2 fists punching rather than 1 omega fist punching. I want an omega fist punching made out of 4 different people.
I'm sure you do.
You had one job, and that was to pick up loot. That's all you needed to do.
Well, to be fair, Dave, even the programmers can't keep up with you and your necromancer. So You have frozen my
My
game.
Barbarian was
His
worse.
Barbarian was glitched
Just
through the thing.
billion
Like he was moving so fast, the
worse.
frame rate. His arms were just like
Yeah,
looks like he was seizing across the map.
Necro was bad. The Barbarian was a whirlwind of death. Just
all right, so let's talk about. All right, I saw some co-op games.
The next
right?
game.
I saw some
Are you going to talk about the Ascent?
Ascent the game and Back for Blood. Also, Tribes of Midgard.
Delayed.
What?
Did not see that one.
Tribes
I'm
of-
like, I
oh,
want to look forward to Back
I
for
know.
Blood, but that doesn't come out till October now.
That doesn't come out
Right
until
before the
October
big-
12th.
So you said
There's a ton of crap
Tribes
coming
of
out.
Midgard? This is a Viking game?
Tribes of Midgard. Check this out, okay? Is we all start
Midgard?
basically with loincloths and a dull axe, right? So it's a co-op game. We're supposed to go out, like, adventure and get resources, bring them back to the town to keep building the town for the defenses because all the horrible creatures come at night.
Are we
Okay.
talking about like Dragar and like?
So it's like 7 days to die.
Type.
Grounded.
Good question. I don't know Grounded, so I couldn't answer you.
So is it a survival game where you have to keep up with like water and food as well?
Not so much
What
that.
trees?
From what it looked like, what the trailer was, all we had to do was like keep building the town while we were out there getting adventuring gear for us at the same time. So we always had to come back at night to defend the town with whatever we had built during the
Is
day.
it an RTS?
And then the next day, go out even further into the world. Eventually, you get teleportation stones, so you're not.
That sounds like
spending all
7
the time
Days to
traveling.
Die, but that game's jank as fuck. So I'll look forward to play this.
What's
7
it
Days to
called?
Die. It's like that with the zombies. You like build a base
okay.
to defend yourself at night for the zombie horde to come. It sounds cool. It looks like garbage. So I would not recommend.
No,
playing
this was very cool. This was third person characters. It looked like a couple of shades under Kena Bridge of Spirits. So it wasn't like super high quality, but it wasn't like sprites.
It was stylish.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was stylish. It looked good. The creatures
It's
looked fantastic.
Is it 3?
PlayStation exclusive.
Fuck.
Dave and I will play.
Maybe I'll buy a scalped PS5. It keeps getting like Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart looks great.
Yeah.
The complaint so far has been like it's the same game, but I haven't played the last two, so I'm going to be honest, I don't mind that.
Tribes of Midgard is going to come out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Why Xbox One and not Series X?
You'll be able to play it anyway, but like 60 frames hopefully. But I guess it's just not like taking advantage of like ray tracing.
Yeah, they probably
like
didn't
that.
program it for Series X.
But that
Probably
doesn't mean
wasn't.
that Series X can't play it. It'll
Correct.
play it as if it was an
Correct.
X, a 1X.
So,
But
yeah,
I hadn't
So
heard
I
about
got-
that, so that sounds cool. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
interested in that now. Do you know what? Is there a release date for that? Or did they just say like late 2021 or something?
It didn't even have a release date that I
July
saw.
27th.
So if Brian's on the site. July 27th. Really?
Yeah, I'm on a...
That's soon.
I'm right.
2 days before the Ascent,
Yep.
which is the next game we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
which
what
is
is
also
that game
a-
about?
Oh my
Oh, it's
god.
cartoony.
Yeah,
Tribes
like
of
the
Midgard is
stylish.
cartoony.
Dave, the Ascent
Ah.
was showcased at the launch, like when they first revealed Series X and everything last year, and I was like, this looks fucking awesome. And it was supposed to be a launch title, but COVID, so it got delayed till the 29th of July. You can load it now. It's kind of like Cyberpunk Diablo with guns, and it looks gorgeous. Like it looks
Yep.
amazing. I really, really hope
Top
it's not
down,
just a
isometric,
PC.
Metric,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. With like
shooter.
classes
Is it,
that are like
multiplayer?
Cyberpunk. Yeah, shooting. I'm assuming there's gonna be melee weapons. Yeah, 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
Game Pass because it's Xbox exclusive or Xbox PC because that
So
PC's has
it's
everything now.
loot pinata shooter.
Yes.
Potentially
Yep.
like skills, and it's basically you're in a I can't remember the name for it. It's like a city that's like inside one giant building.
It's
a
sci-fi
mega
Diablo.
corp. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cyberpunk Diablo.
Okay.
I'm in.
You're trying to go from the bottom to the top
I'll
because
try
like
that.
all of a sudden the leadership for the city like disappeared and died, and like everyone's like we can do whatever we want, and like trying to like seize power of the thing. But it looks pretty dope. It looks beautiful. Like I don't know, it looks great. It looks great. Like I'm really excited for that. So I'm glad it's finally coming out with like a release date and everything, and it's real, because that was one of the games I've been looking forward to since they showed it at the Microsoft conference last year. That looks dope.
I know Jeremy's different favorite game of what he's seen so far is it's gonna be different than mine. But the one that I'm looking forward to seeing more of is Kena Bridge of Spirits, which looks fantastic.
It does look good. And that's PS5 also, right? I think
That
it's
should be
exclusive.
everything. That should be everything.
I'll Google it quick while you tell us.
Yeah. So Kena Bridge of Spirits is it's a weird. It's like Pikmin, but not Pikmin. There's a third person. It's a girl. She's got a staff. She could use these creatures called the Rot in multiple different ways. Gorgeous, because for the first time, it wasn't game developers that made it. It was animators that wanted to tell a story and learn how to do game development, and then hired people on to help them out. So this is a full artistic journey through this world. And it looks like Disney animation, except you control it. Like, it's fluid as shit. It is amazing looking. I am looking forward to seeing it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the story plays out. But that's my favorite, like with actual
Kingdom Hearts?
gameplay. No. A little bit way above Kingdom Hearts in that sense of smooth animation and whatnot. So
the one thing that pops into my head when you were talking about this game is how much like I would love this technology to bring a new Dragon's Lair game.
Oh yeah,
out.
Absolutely. I would absolutely
but have you
play that.
actually controlling Dirk instead of it just being like the flash move, flash sword. Yeah,
I
like
wish somebody would do
but
that.
like having a fully animated, cartoony Dragon's Lair that looked like cell shaded animation, like I think that would be mind blowingly awesome. I miss Dirk the Daring.
I do too.
So it has like a interesting release. It's coming out for PS4, PS5, and Windows, but not Xbox.
Not Xbox.
Yeah, kind of funky. But yeah, I mean, just another reason. Another reason to get the PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Everything I've seen. That was one of the games I was kind of disappointed. I was like,
okay, now I'm gonna pass it to Jeremy so he could tell you what his favorite was.
I'm trying to decide. It was the Battlefield 2042 Loop Zook in the trailer. That was my favorite game. Was just the Loop Zook in the trailer. Hilarious. No, I'm interested in that, but also I do want to. I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm really excited to play this game. It's gonna be fucking sick." But then someone was like, but there's no campaign, which I'm fine with. Like, I honestly didn't play the World War I campaign. I don't think there's a campaign for 5. Was there, Dave? Do you know?
Yes, there was.
I didn't know there was a campaign, so I didn't play it.
Campaign in 1 and 5, I believe it was. You played as like 4 or 5 different people, and there was like a little mini campaign for each of those, and it told like different stories.
I'm sure it's good and cinematic and great. They do good stuff to that. I just never played it. So I have no issues with multiplayer only games, but I do have issues when it costs $70 and they want you to buy their battle pass and buy deals like cosmetics and stuff. So it's kind of like, I don't know about that. For a single or multiplayer only game. I mean, I'm going to wait to see more, like the gameplay footage comes out Sunday. So I want to see that. But the game I actually surprisingly got really excited about, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of people did, Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Elden Ring looks dope as fuck. I'm not even like a From Software fanboy. I never really played Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
It's by From Software.
It's the new IP from George R.R. Martin. Right, did I get that right?
Oh.
He like wrote the story and like did the world building and everything like that. In conjunction with this company, the famed producer whose name I can't remember, From Software, who does like Demons, Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. So I've never really been interested in those games. I mean, I've watched them; they look cool. Like I love like how they do the lore, and it's like super ridiculous and over the top and goofy. But this is I'm really excited for this one. I'm gonna play it for sure. It looks ridiculous and hilarious and like over, like not in a funny way, but just like so over the top and overwrought that it's goofy, which I love. So I'm looking forward to playing this game a lot. It looks
a game I will
insane.
never play.
I'm assuming it's gonna be difficult because all their games are. But I think what's more attractive for this one versus the other ones is like the lore is kind of like underneath the surface, so you think like kind of dig into it, like peel back layers in the other games. Whereas this one seems more like out in the open, which I'm fine with. Like, you know,
Out in the open.
I'm excited for that. And the pot goblin looks hilarious.
Pod Goblin.
Brian, are you excited for anything that's we've seen so far?
I haven't watched.
Does any of this sound appealing to you? Like, do you like out of what we said so far? Is there anything that you're like, I'm definitely gonna check that out?
The legendary Invasion Space Assault is the game that I'm looking forward to.
I don't even know what that is.
Lisa.
Oh my god, 49.
You had to write that down.
All right, Brian's not looking forward to anything.
I
he
can't
gave an
believe
answer,
you fell
but
for that twice.
That's it for this episode of Invite to Party podcast. Ray, do you have anything else on your list?
I do have Overwatch 2 coming out, which is, I think, a PC only game, but it looked very interesting. I'm not going to get a PC for it, but it's just on my list to keep an eye on. And
I like the lore for that game.
For all of the for all the JRPG fans out there, there's a new Tales game coming out September 10th, just in time for my birthday.
Tales of Aspire?
Tales of Arise, yeah. You're very close, so I'll give you the Tales of Arise, September 10th. It's going to be a very busy birthday for me. So I already told.
Wait, when's your birthday?
In September. I already told Ms. Liz that she's going to be alone for my birthday. I'm going to be playing this game. She's going to be in Final Fantasy alone. So.
My birthday is September 8th.
Is it? Look at you. All right. Congratulations, sir. What are you, Libra? Is that what it is?
No.
Are you
you a Virgo?
Are you excited for the Vampire Masquerade Battle Royale?
I would be if it wasn't on PC only.
Oh, I didn't even see that part.
Yeah.
Are you?
And,
I was like,
I
was very excited, and then I found out it was PC only. So.
Yeah, the only other two games I was like, I'm really Back 4 Blood. I've been interested in. Honestly, though, previously is because like it was supposed to come out in July, and I was like, oh, good, a game I can play in the dead summer months. But now it's October, so it's kind of like, if they can do the director system or whatever better than Left 4 Dead, because that it kind of felt like RNG more than like an AI like actively changing your experience. I think it'll be dope. It'll be. I think finally having like a more modern version of Left 4 Dead 2 will be cool. Like that can take advantage of current gen power instead of like 360 power. I think is when that came out. I think that'll be awesome. And then what's the fucking title? Planet of Lana looked really cool. It's from the developers of Limbo. If you've played that, it's like an indie title.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Super stylish, looks beautiful. And then they just are like painstakingly craft their game for a certain experience. Like Limbo is like hits every note perfectly, all the way to the end. So I think it's going to be a great game. Not a huge like AAA long title or anything like that, but I think it'll be fun, and it looks amazing. Like it looks like a game that you play like with the wind, like a breeze coming through the window as it's like sunny out, and you're just like loving life, man. Just loving life.
Okay. It looks like we covered what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then we got Ubisoft, Square Enix, Microsoft, Halo, Bethesda, Starfield, Sunday. Ubisoft, I'm looking forward. I forgot they were coming out this weekend, but I just want to see what they're doing besides Far Cry 6 because I'm not really interested in that.
Ubisoft is 3 p.m. today, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching that closely because I keep hearing Division 3 happening.
I hope so. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I'm in day one, man.
Stop it. I just talked about how I'm done playing video games all the time, and you're gonna fucking get me back on the juice.
Dude, we're gonna be rolling deep like a squad. Come on.
Even if they announce it, it's not gonna come out until 2022.
If
they announce it today.
Ubisoft is awfully quiet about certain games, and the Division is always one of them. Until when they announced Division 2, it was now, like right around now for E3, saying it was coming out in time for the holidays that same year.
I think the reason though they extended the postseason content for Division 2 recently. I think specifically because they're trying to fill up space because it's going to take longer to develop than they intended.
I'm hoping. Oh my God, I'm hoping.
And they haven't adjusted to remote work as well.
Dave, if I text you out there and you see a picture of my face all contorted, know that it was a Division 3 announcement, okay?
I am going to watch it live, though. I'm going to have it on for sure, 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so are you guys ready to talk about the Loki segment that Dave made up last week, and I can't remember what it's called?
Bryan made it up.
Bryan made it up? Shit, do you guys remember?
I think we worked together on it. We
Do you remember?
Yeah,
or do you want me to pause it while I go to the bathroom and I remember quick? Caffeine makes me...
Are we making an edit here?
Yeah, I'm going to pause it real quick.
Right.
And then I'm going to listen to the podcast so I can try and remember what it was.
It was a low-key discussion.
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah, it was a low-key...
And low-key discussion of the newest episode of Loki.
Loki discussion.
Something.
A local Loki discussion.
No.
Stop it.
You can't say low-key and then low-key right back to back.
But that's what makes it funny.
Woo! Oh! Check this shit out, baby. Check this shit out.
Get it.
While we're on break. What's that shit say? Got him.
I don't know what that means.
You got some shoes. I called it.
Air Max Tailwind 5 by Skepta.
What size did you get them in?
8.5.
Are you flipping them?
Once they come, I'll decide. I haven't decided yet. I didn't get a win on
Jermaine, that's all he does. He puts in for all the different shoes and he flips them.
I sell some. I try and get them all because at least if I don't like it, I can at least sell it. I sold like 2 or 3. The one I bought for $120 and I resold for $365.
I need a new pair of sneakers, so I need to go shopping for them. But I'm not getting fucking.
Do you want Skepta 5s? This is what they look like. They're called Blood Chrome.
No, I don't want those. I want
Blood
a pair
Chrome.
of New Balance.
Oh yeah, like.
Chewy, please stop before I hurt you.
I'd like them in a gray or a blue, maybe a black, not a salmon.
I can hear Mr. Chewy.
Can you hear?
I like those ones. I can't hear you. The white ones. They're cool.
These are the ones I kept, and I sold the other one because it was green and yellow, and those aren't really my colors.
I've had the same pair of New Balance for 3 times I bought the same exact.
New Balances are back, baby.
And wore them out.
Fucking hype.
And I can't find them anymore because they don't make
I'm
them.
gonna be.
Now I'm gonna go get a drink quick. I'll be right back.
Chewie's barking, so I've been muted this whole time. Stop it, Bubba. I'm not playing with you.
Let me see Chewie.
He won't let me pick him up.
Oh.
No, he wants to play. He wants to play keep away. So he keeps bringing his toy, dropping it at my feet, growling at me so I can pick up his toy. And I told him to go away twice. But he won't let me touch him because he's trying to play keep away. So every time I reach down for him, he thinks I'm playing. So that happens. Stop. Go. Go. Give me some cheek. Give me something.
So you and
He's
Dave
so
are both Libras, huh?
Yeah. Yep. I'm late September.
Yeah, so is Dave. And I'm early September, which makes me a Virgo. So we're all, the three of us are in September.
Yep. All right,
And
Chewie.
Jeremy, I don't know when his birthday is.
When is the gay zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
See? Come here, Chewie.
I used to know everything because girls ask about it on Tinder, so you're supposed to know. But
So what's
to
that,
know
Archer?
what?
I have no idea. Like your
Symbol.
bullshit sign shit.
It is the
like,
celestial
if
archer.
you're a
Yes.
sun rising.
Whatever.
It's because fucking New Yorkers are all about that shit. I don't know why. What's up with you
What are you
guys?
talking
Like specifically
about?
New York City people.
What is the symbol for
Everyone I
Libra?
know from New York City is all about that.
Libra's a scale.
They're like, "What are you?" I'm like,
Oh.
Sagittarius. Like, yeah, but is your moon rising? I'm like, fuck off.
I only know
Who
what mine
talks like
is, and
that?
mine
Time were
is...
you
You're the
born?
first person
What time
to
were you
ever
born?
know that. That's not a New York thing. You're the first person that I've ever encountered
Nah,
that
it's a New
even
York
knew
thing.
what that was.
Do you know what? Do you
You're
know what
crazy.
my symbol is?
New York thing.
No.
The symbol for Virgo is a virgin. And there's nothing wrong with that. Jeremy, is that the hat that you paid like $600 for?
It goes up every time. No, 110 or something.
I
It's
know.
worth
I
every
purposely
penny.
make the number go up every time.
Palm
Speaking of hats,
Angels,
I may
baby.
have a Dave. I may have a hat for you.
Yeah. Is it a Palm Angels hat that costs $110?
No,
They don't look as
I
cool
think
this season. Don't get
it's
them.
a hat that I bought a while ago. I paid maybe $15 for it, but I never wear it. I think I wore it like once. But
I just bought a hat that was $60 with shipping, and I feel like I way overpaid.
what kind of hat was it?
What's wrong with you?
It's
Who pays that much for a fucking hat?
You paid
Who pays that
for
much? Who pays that much for that ugly Palm Angels hat is really what it is. If you're going to buy a hat, go with like a cotton silk blend, a nice newsboy from an actual haberdashery. That's when you spend $60.
No,
I had one of those, and I didn't even spend $60 on
You're
it.
a haberdashery.
I
have other.
I just ordered the new Moobies Musketeer hat,
Ooh,
Wow.
which
Nice.
is
Jesus
a
Christ.
yellow baseball cap with the Moobies eyes on it on the front, and then it has
The
horns.
antlers or whatever it is, the whole
The horns coming
What,
out. It's the one that Kevin Smith wears.
Where'd you get that from?
Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash online.
Okay.
But like they didn't make very many of them, so I hopped on it before they were sold out.
Cool.
Oh, there's not enough
All right.
left.
Here we go. Back to Loki, or whatever we're called. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be at the end. I'll probably split this off. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it anymore. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the first episode of the Disney Plus show Loki in our new segment, a low-key conversation about Loki, the show featuring Loki. So yeah, if you haven't watched it and you want to wait to the end, that's fine. Maybe I'll do a thing where I like just combine all our discussions in one thing. So if you are one of those people that like to binge, you can do that, then watch it or whatever. But yeah. Here we go. Don't listen if you didn't watch it because there's gonna be spoilers. What's up, everybody? This is the third time I'm recording it because every single time I record it, turns out there's some noise in the background that's going brazy and messing up my audio. Anyway, this is the end of the regular episode. If you want to hear the Loki segment, you can actually check that out. It's a separate thing, so that way, if you want to watch Loki and then you just want to hear about, what super nerds Bryan, Dave, and Ray had to say about the show and all the little thingies about it, you can listen to that right away, and you don't have to scroll through the entire episode to the end to like try and figure it out, find it, and I don't have to do a timestamp because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, so if you want to hear the Loki segment, go ahead, check that out. It is published before this, so you can hear it right now if you haven't heard it already. But anyway, back to the show.
So that'd be cool. All right. I think we're good here.
All right. Well, that is a low-key conversation about Loki, the show featuring Loki, for this week. So yeah, stay tuned. Check us out on the Discord. I'll try and do more YouTube stuff. It's been busy at work. It's been crazy. Instagram, you can go look at pictures from a couple months ago if you want to. But yeah, Discord's Liddy. Come join us. Link in the description. Check that bad boy out. Yeah. So
Tell your friends.
thank you. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Carpenter. Tell your plumber.
If you really don't like the podcast, tell your enemies. Maybe they won't like it too, and you'll be able to spread the
yeah, give them a shot. It might hurt their ears or something, or their brains.
Tell your dog walker.
Yeah, tell your dog walker, you rich fuck. Sorry. Don't know what came over me. But thank you for cleaner. Bryan, where the fucking Beverly Hills zip code over here? Thank you for coming to the party. Peace.
Later, yo.
Bye.
Deuces.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh Jesus Christ!
What is your problem?
It's the internet's
You had to get
fault.
that in there, didn't you?
Oh yeah.